Welcome to a new update in which we're going to discuss what is happening in the markets for Bitcoin. We're going to have a look at the dollar index and also the indices, as we have been seeing some movements in the past 24 hours. Why was that? Well, Powell was speaking yesterday, and through that we have seen some incredible movements again, and most likely it is defining the trend that we're going to see. So that's what we're discussing in this update. But before we continue, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also make sure to check out our 1 month giveaway that we're doing. If you sign up through our Bybit affiliate link, if you deposit more than $1,000, you are getting $100 free on your account as well. You can find it in the description beneath. Also, we've got a free trade letter in which we are making content 3 times per week. And on tomorrow we're going to make Altcoin Friday again with setups that you can check. So check out the description beneath. When we're looking at the markets, we can conclude that FTX definitely has been, crashing the markets, in which the volume and also the volatility and also the entire sentiment is comparable to a graveyard at this point. The faith into crypto has been lost, and I think that's going to take a long time. And we are currently in a stage of Q4 2018, in which it's most likely going to take 2 years from now before we're going to crack new all-time highs. So yeah, that is going to take time. In between, it's a period of accumulation, so I recommend you to do that. And yesterday we have had a speech from Powell in which he has been saying that he is most likely slowing down the pace of the rate hikes, through which we can conclude that the dollar is definitely topping out, which we can see on the screen. So what we see on the screen here is, I said earlier, at 115 points that most likely we're getting to a top stage for the dollar. The dollar has been collapsing since then, and we can see that we've got some bearish retests as well. And if FTX didn't happen, Bitcoin was most likely already at 30k at this point, as we also can see that the indices are showing more and more strength. For instance, the Dow Jones reversed the entire loss, and it's up already approximately 20% since the previous low, which we had at the end of September. And at the end of September, we also had the lows of the markets of Bitcoin, which was ready for the breakout to the upside, but then FTX came around. So most likely, and honestly, what we see right now with the markets of Bitcoin hovering around 17k is still something that is not too bad, if we consider that one of the biggest exchanges have been crashing, and since then we're just down a little bit. And even if we're looking at Ether, we are still above the lows of June. That is not a bad signal. However, before we're going to crack new all-time highs, that's definitely going to take a long time. When we're looking at the Nasdaq, also bouncing back up. Yesterday we've had a pretty big green day because of the news from Powell. We've got some big important days coming up in the next few weeks, and also Powell speaking again. So those are the 2 core events for December to have a look at. But ultimately, we're probably continuing this relief rally on the markets, because the actual pause is going to take place, or at least it's slowing down, through which the markets are reacting into a positive way until the impact of the rate hikes are going to get triggered in the markets, and then we need to have QE, and we get another correction before QE starts. So also the yields, those are still up high, however falling down a little as we got the bearish divergence here. So we got the ingredient for a little bit more upside on the markets for Bitcoin, as the yields have been falling here, as the dollar has been falling as well, as the indices are going up, as gold has been going up as well, as it has been hitting an entry zone for me finally. And now when we're looking at Bitcoin, we can say that we are also seeing some upwards momentum here, as we are cracking a crucial area. So we have been flipping the area at 16k for support. We were saying, okay, I'd like to see some consolidation before the breakout takes place, which actually triggered this long. I missed this one as this took place during the night. This triggered a long in which we target the previous support level here, right? We got a bounce up, we cracked it, we consolidate, and we continued run to the upside, and now we're facing resistance at 17.3. Ultimately, you don't really want to see Bitcoin falling down even more at this stage. You want to see it consolidate above 16.8. Might have a retest at 16.6, but lower you don't want to see. And then you want to see a crack of 17.3, through which we are going to get towards 18. 25k for the markets. In that case, the crucial area for Bitcoin to break is ultimately the level at 18.3 to 18.8, because we have been hovering in this range for 4 months. If Bitcoin is strong enough after this bullish divergence to actually break through that resistance zone and flip it for support, this is deviation, and we're going to test the highs and most likely going to get to 25k and potentially even higher, because then we're taking out this high here and continue to run towards the area around 30k. So we are on the edge of some serious volatility, but primarily want to see crucial levels hold at 16.6 to 16.8. You can start building into a long position on altcoins as well, because altcoins have been crushed due to the fact that Bitcoin has been going south. So the moment that Bitcoin starts to run up, altcoins most likely continue to show strength. In that way, so these ranges are the ones to hold. And then the crucial area is around 18.3k. And if ultimately CPI comes in lower, PCE comes in lower, Powell is going to speak and pause. It's going to crack through this resistance zone, and ultimately I think we fast forward all the way towards 20k plus there. So right now is the build up, right now is the accumulation phase, and that is why I think that as long as we hold these crucial levels, we are going to continue moving. I hope you have enjoyed this update. I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh new update. Make sure to check out the Bybit link. Also see you again tomorrow for a fresh new update. Have a great day.